because they're not finished with the game that they want to be making. Like, I honestly think Fallout 4 was, like...
It wasn't as good as Fallout 3.
Well, they've been teasing that one for a while. Because I remember the whole Boston thing. They were talking about that years ago.
But they cut so much content from Fallout 4 that I think that what they're really doing is trying to make it as a stopgap. Like, I think they wanted to make Fallout 4 different, but they didn't have enough time. So they made what we know as Fallout 4 now, to buy time to make Fallout 5. Like, that's my opinion. Or they could have just gone batshit crazy. So.
Did you not like Fallout 4?
It just feels so incomplete. That was my big problem with it. Like, and it's going through and finding things that, like, because I play on PC, like, finding things that got cut from the game, like, how you're supposed to be able to take dog meat with you everywhere as well as have a companion. Because there's dialogue options that they found buried, like, if you go into Vault 89...
Yes, Denny, that is the current donation amount because I had to give you a penny.
Pennies for Denny.
We're gonna have
that might be Erica as well.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Whoever it is. So I'm expecting a something at 99 donation coming from Denny or Erica here before too much longer.
And Dead Guy, I would say Fed Force because other M, like there was
Tilting.
That one wasn't a lazy accident. That one was a blatant. We put a lot of effort into screwing this up.
I've forgotten how to fight this thing.
Yeah, I'd love to see.
You have to get it to bang into like one of the side
right.
of the
I'd honestly love to see a Fallout.
Sit right there and then jump.
That was in like Kansas City, here in Kansas City, or in St. Louis or Chicago or something like that.
Well, there's like a lot of farmland, I guess.
Yeah.
And just a lot of different environments.
But yeah, as I was saying, like, if you go into Vault 89 with the content unlocked with the mods, basically, when you go in there with dog meat and a companion, the guard goes, "Hey, what about their friend?" And like the overseer's like, "Well, I mean, if they survived this long in the wasteland, I'm sure they've chosen their friends wisely." And he goes, "And the dog, ma'am?"
I see. Yeah, because it seemed like dog meat was like I don't know, like a quintessential part. You know what I mean? Like he was more like...
Yeah. The other thing is if you have dog meat and a companion and you stim pack dog meat, the companions always like it. So there is so much stuff that when you start playing this mod, the game just starts feeling more complete and more finished. Now I understand why they might have cut it, because sometimes having a companion and dog meat, like they'll get stuck in doorways. But it's not so much that it was unplayable when I used the mod.
Yeah, you feel like a little more dev time they could have fixed that. Like,
yeah.
That just seems like a temporary nuisance.
But there's so much cut content that modders have found and dug back up, like lines of dialogue, missions, stuff like that would have been a really cool addition. Like, there was supposed to be that you could go and get a ton of settler tradesmen for your settlement. Like, they did like all the special vending. Like, you get special named vendors. Like the girl from Vault 89 again, who's selling Kims to her brother. You're supposed to be able to convince her to leave the vault with her brother and come to your settlement and be your Kim dealer. And she's supposed to like have, you know, she has more money. She sells to you for a better price, and she'll have a wider selection of product because she's a special version of it.
Low Beyonder. I'm not saying I can't say that it was like. 4 isn't worse, it's just different. Because, like, there's a couple of things that, I didn't like about Fallout 3, but there was a couple of things that they took out.
Okay, I have a complaint about Fallout 3.
The gameplay was terrible?
No.
The gameplay was terrible.
I really liked Fallout 3, but my problem with Fallout 3 is, okay, I get to what amounts to the end of the original game, before all, like, the DLC stuff, like Broken Steel and all that. And you have that room where it's like, oh, you know, if you go in here, you know, it's going to kill you from radiation or whatever. Well, my companion at the time was my super mutant buddy.
Yeah, and they didn't like it if you sent him in to do it for you. Like, you're like, this is a logical choice.
Yeah, previously in the game, I sent him in to get the little Gek thingy or whatever it was.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, sweet, I've got my radiation-proof companion. I'll send him in. And then Ron Perlman calls me an asshole. I'm like, but
Yeah, like
this is what the game trained me to do
Yeah,
earlier.
it's like,
Right, well-
how dare you decide to survive with no consequences or detriment to anyone else?
Well, to me, like, that's like kind of nitpicky stuff. Like, but like,
No, that wasn't like game ruining, but
Right.
I still will always remember that. And I had a quest to rescue every teddy bear in the wasteland. I had a bathtub full of them at Megaton.
nice.
I stored them in the bathtub.
The thing that bugged me about
Yeah, how dare you live?
Fallout 3 to Fallout 4 is like Fallout 3, like,
Oops.
the dialogue was a lot more dynamic, and you could be a straight up asshole in 3. And, like, anybody could die, like, your companions could die, like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I don't know, I haven't played, like, survival mode, and maybe that's a thing now, but,
It's not. I don't think your companions can even die in survival mode. I've played a little bit. Survival mode is.
Is that the one where you have to like eat and drink and everything?
Are you
Hey!
ready for Kirby's Streamland?
Hi everyone.
Are you ready, Denny? For Kirby's Streamland?
Guys, I slept for like 9 hours.
How do you feel? Better? You good?
No, I slept for 3.
Oh no.
Sam comes in and he's like, buddy, where have you been? You've been up here for like 9 hours. And I like point at the sun, which is still high in the sky.
yeah.
And I check
Hey,
my
listen.
phone, and, like,
Some of that was you dicking around on your phone.
I sent a text at 2:45. It's whatever now.
Listen, I only got like 2 hours of sleep. Tough. Soldier up, Mr. Soul and Valor. If you're gonna steal it, you're gonna start living it.
Yeah, I did not get a whole lot of sleep when I got home last night either.
Just destruction of government property.
How many people we got in our chat right now? I think there's quite a few, right?
It's looking like 20 plus.
Yeah, Fallout 4 fixed the combat problems that Fallout 3 had, which was good. But Fallout 4 then made the story very linear, and I don't like one of the things I liked about Fallout games and Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, was there was always multiple choices for completing a mission.
Yeah.
Like you said, yeah. So they took that from you, so they made the game feel a lot more linear. I didn't like that you couldn't join the Gunners or the Raiders. I didn't like that in Fallout 3 either, that you couldn't join a Talon Company or the Raiders. Like, you could be an evil character, but you couldn't, like, join an evil faction. You had to be a loner if you were evil, like, which didn't make sense
well,
to me.
even in 4, you couldn't be evil, really. I mean, like,
You can be a Raider now in 4 with the expansion of Nuka World.
oh, I haven't played that one yet. Like, I have all those expansions because I bought the season pass or whatever. I just haven't played.
But if you're a good
But-
character, Nuka World's a waste. If you have a good aligned character.
Well, my my save file got corrupted when I was like level 45,
Oh no.
so it was
Ouch.
brutal.
That's the
I
worst
didn't, I
thing.
didn't have PlayStation Plus at the time, so
My roommate lost his save file at 106, but
oh
yeah, that was because he decided to build what he called New Mecca, which was taking Sanctuary and building all the way to the sky
You
limit,
told me about
and
that.
then glitching
yeah.
through it and building past that. So he had like an 18-story skyscraper that was the entire perimeter. It was as wide as the entire perimeter.
Constructing past the skybox.
Yeah.
Or God fear to tread.
It was pretty impressive, and the way he did this.
Yeah, the last
was-
time we did that, now we all have different languages and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it famously didn't end well.
No.
he labeled it his slow grind because what he does is because he wouldn't listen to me and put the perk into strength so that he could get the perk to fast travel while over encumbered. So he would walk into a town and then go from door to door and literally loot everything until I think the most I saw he had 6,000 carry weight on him.
Jesus.
Slow walk.
And would then slow walk all the way back to Sanctuary. And he has ADD, so he'd be like, alright, this is the last building. Oh, I heard gunfire. And he'd like turn around and walk towards the behemoth, just like shooting his combat shotgun at the behemoth and then die.
In my head, in order for him to make that turn, he has to make like a huge sweeping arc. He's a cruise
He
ship.
is a semi-truck of a man.
New Mecca, not Nuke Mecca.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ah,
you watch it on me, man.
love it.
That's a little insensitive.
Too soon.
What?
Oh.
Never forget. Tower Battle.
Never.
So how are you, Denny? Other than the sleep deprivation.
I'm a little sleepy, but I'm actually
Good. Yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't here for any of your fusion stuff. I had to be at work because retail.
Don't worry, I wasn't here for any of his fusion stuff either.
Sam was asleep on the floor for most of it.
It was half of it. It was half of it. Luke took the first half of sleep. I took the second half.
The
of sleep.
floor in here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
We just
amazing.
slept like right there.
That's awesome.
We traded off. We used a single Luke's hoodie for warmth.
So I was going to ask, I might have to go home here and watch the end of the stream from home.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. Do you have a? You're gonna tag along with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You need to pass the buck out.
I got like my hour 45, 2 hours of sleep, and I'm just like been up since then.
Yeah.
Drinking this caffeinated water.
Water Joe.
Water Joe. Fine providers of caffeinated water since I don't know.
Sometime. I assume after 2006.
I didn't even know something like this was legal.
Oh, this guy. Hello, this guy. I'm
He's
not
sleeping.
gonna go here
Leave him
yet.
alone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go here yet. I'm gonna go out here. I feel like there's something else in this room I can do.
All right, are we ready to go? Chat, will you miss me?
Hang on.
Don't leave me alone.
Chat, there's been an error.
No,
Hold on, Chad.
the preview
it's
video.
fine.
Yeah, the preview video shits itself all the time.
Never mind, chat. The
Yeah.
preview video just shit itself. Chat, will you miss me?
Okay, shout out to the Elgato for not having any
And
problems.
shut up, Denny.
Fuck.
Shout out to all the technical resources just going perfectly.
Oh, you're.
You need to click on that and go back to the inbox, otherwise it won't show you anything.
Her box.
What have I done? Oh, okay. I was
Thank
like,
you.
Hang out here.
Why would I say what?
Sam, hang out here for a minute. Upstairs for a second. Back out my stuff. We gotta talk to Corey, see if we can get someone else on the couch. Corey and Jason probably fine.
Yeah, Logan had to split Azzle. His mom's in town.
Yeah, I didn't know she was back from back in town. So I don't begrudge him that at all.
Yeah, no. His mom's cool.
Yes.
She's good at Facebook.
She's good at Facebook.
Yeah. Make me one of like 3 moms in the world that's good at Facebook. the other ones are all mother brain.
They're
Bergman.
all
Bergman.
mother brain.
Oh, sorry, it's missiles.
Yeah, well, it's for charge beam.
I do. Yeah, no, I didn't screw that up. Cause you can. Hey, it's time to fight Kraid. Will not
Erica,
miss you.
you will miss me, and you know it. Look, this guy's got all the boomerangs. You need those to get through places. I saw the symbols. This is what a Mama Metroid looks like.
No, we saw that at the end of the last game.
Yeah. This is the same
What
thing.
the hell?
Just lower resolution. Them T-Rex hands, though.
Mounted on really long arms.
You have what it takes. Can you do the do? Those? What are those?
Oh dear. Alright, a few more missiles. Oh goodness. Hey! Well, that was easy.
I think you win. Thank you, Erica.
Oh, hey Tim, good to see you in chat. Man,
Don't worry, chat. We
Whoop.
conquered.
on the menu. Let's not do that.
Vinny, Vicky, Viki.
Vici.
Viki.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it sounds dumb, but from what we can tell, the Latins actually pronounced C's with a K noise.
Eh. Well,
And they found a manuscript basically